Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today's video, I am going to show you the Party Pop-Up Thinlits, but there's going to have a fun twist to it, to the card that I'm going to make. These come two dies to a set. It is part of a bundle, but I am just using the dies. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my Big Shot with my platform and my precision plate. I have taken a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This measures 5 1/4 by 8, and I have already scored it in half at the 4-inch. The thing is with these pop-up dies, if you're going to use it as a pop-up, it needs to go where the arrows are on your fold so that they will pop up. So you just need to pre-cut your card depending on what you want your insert size to be. So I'm just going to run that through the Big Shot. Because it's a little bit detailed, I'm going to just run it through twice. I'm going to bring it over and put it in with my Big Shot brush into my box. I find that if I leave my dies right on my paper or my cardstock, it just seems to work better for me. Now I'm going to rub that across. Now it says hip hip hooray, and it's cutting those images out. The cool thing is you can save those and use those on another card. So let's see if I've got all of that released good. Might need a little bit of encouragement here on some of the pieces. So I'm just going to bring in my paper piercer and just kind of push those images out. I think I ran them through. I don't know if I can put that back in. There's that negative image with that hip hip hooray. I could use that on a balloon or something fun. I'm going to see if I go in here and run it across if I can get some of those to pop out more. Encourage them. Should have run it through maybe another time. Maybe my Big Shot, that Big Shot that I'm using, may be getting a little bit old, and the wheels on it or the dies are sagging a little bit, so I may need to start using a shim with that machine. Need to measure that out. So anyways, I've got that. And what I want to do, I want the inside of the card to go down like so, and a mountain fold for the pop-up. You want to score along those score lines on the side. Again, those were formed when you ran the die through. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to bring in my stamp. This stamp is from the honeycomb stamp set that you can get with Celebration. It has the little chicken, but I'm just going to use the balloon, and I am going to stamp a balloon about right there, and then another one right about here, and then I'm going to stamp one up here and one here. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to bring in my honeycombs. These are little embellishments. And the thing with them, they fold open like this, and when you put them on the front of the card, when you put it in the envelope and mail them, they kind of get smashed. So this is what I am going to do with them. I'm going to release one side of the paper. Always easier done off camera. Well, now, let's see if I get a tool under there. They really aren't this hard to do. For some reason, it just doesn't want to cooperate with me this morning. There we go. So I'm releasing the one side of the paper. I'm putting it right up against that score line. I'm just going to put it right in there. I'm going to press down, going to remove the other side of the paper like it's supposed to, nice and easy. Then I'm going to fold that score line over. So that way, when my card opens, my honeycomb comes popping out. Just a fun way to use those honeycombs so that they don't get smashed. So again, going to put them on the score line, remove that paper, and then just fold the score line over on top of it to seal it down. And there I have my balloons. Aren't those fun? Next, I'm just going to bring in my Blushing Bride marker and just color one of the balloons over here with the Blushing Bride, and use my mint macaroon, do the other one. Just think that those honeycombs look so nice when they're done on that crease. I'm going to bring in my melon mambo and do the bow on the balloon. Same way with this one. Now I noticed I have some little ink marks that I got extra ink on my stamp, but it's not a problem because what I'm going to use is my candy dots. These are, well actually they're called enamel dots. It's a party and it matches our balloons. So I'm just going to go in and grab some of them. They are a lot stickier than our candy dots or our dimensionals. So just going to add some of those around. Again, just to cover up any blemishes I might have on my card. And it just adds some fun detail. Put several of them up here. And some down here. Wants to stick to my finger here. Again, these are very sticky, but a lot easier to get off than our rhinestones or our pearls. So, got my card. Now I need to assemble it into my card. This is my pop-up. So I'm going to take a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 melon mambo. Going to bring my adhesive, going to close that up and run my adhesive along the edges. You can use the tear and tape if you like. So this is got to be on this side of my card. So what I like to do is just put that, line it up right in my card like so, right at the fold, and then I'm simply going to close that card down and seal it. So it's popping up this way. Then going to go on the other side and do the same thing. Add that adhesive. Again, these pop-up Thinlits are part of a bundle, has a matching stamp set, and if you buy them together, you get them at that 15% discount. And with Celebration, when you spend $50, just simply by adding maybe some honeycombs or the enamel dots, you'll get right to that total. So what I have done already is I have taken the Happy Birthday die, and I did not score it down the middle. I just did it on a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut the lines, and I'm going to use this on the front of my card. So I've got that. I am going to go ahead and take dimensionals, and I'm going to pop that up with a dimensional. I'm going to use the long strips that are on the side of your dimensionals. I'm going to put that right on that base of that cake. I'm going to be using the Designer Series paper stack. It's called It's My Party. It has 48 sheets to it. There's 4 each of 12 double designs. I'm going to use the polka dots. This measures 3 3/4 by 5. I'm going to put that on a piece of mint macaroon. And then I'm going to place that on the front of my card. I've moved those stickies, and then just going to add my happy birthday right on the front. So there you have it, a party pop-up card with surprises with those honeycombs. Hope you've enjoyed today's video, and you stop back and join me real soon. Bye-bye.